Well, aside from the DPRK, South Korea has a lot on the line economically in its relations with the United States. Trump has been unhappy with the U.S. trade deficit with South Korea, which topped $10 billion last year. Kyle Ferrier, Director of Academic Affairs and Research at the Korea Economic Institute, is here in studio to talk more about that aspect of Moon's visit. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, for people who are trying to get familiar with their current situation, what would you say are the main economic threads holding the U.S. and South Korea together right now?
Well, the U.S. and South Korea have had a long economic relationship. Most people now see the North Korean threat and view that as the main driver in the relationship. But actually, since the early 1960s, when the South Korea has started its period of takeoff and it became a regional player and a larger global player in the economic sense, the U.S.-Korea relationship has gotten a lot more diverse. Korea today is the sixth largest trading partner for the United States, and the United States is the second largest trading partner for South Korea, just after China. So there really is a lot of connections between the two countries economically.
And not to mention, of course, their free trade agreement. Where do things stand with that right now?
So there was an initial agreement in principle that took place in late March of this year. And currently, the two sides are just working through some of the wording within that agreement. And once that's finalized, it will move on to the National Assembly in Korea for that to be accepted there. And it seems as if they're making progressions behind the scenes, because Trump today in the Oval Office led us to believe there's good news soon to be coming out on the trade front with Korea.
Now, it's hard not to mention the DPRK when you look at U.S.-South Korean relations. So how much does what happens with the DPRK, whether it's this meeting, how much does that weigh on the bilateral relationship between the U.S. and South Korea?
It's actually a lot less than you would think. If you look at what's going on with the relationship with China right now, the Trump administration has taken a softer stance on them, because they want them to be more cooperative with the North Korean situation. On the South Korean side, the Trump administration has actually separated out the two.